Hello, everyone. I am Medium Sheilah, Inquisitive Tarot, on my new channel. This is the version 2. The other channel is gone, so we've got to rebuild here. So please like and subscribe. It is free. Oops, I forgot to do something really quickly. If I can do it, let's quickly move it. All right, there we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, so we have this right there. So we're just going to leave that up in the corner. All right, let's do that. Okay, so what are we going to do? This is another video that I'm going to read on some subjects, and I want to look at Trump's health. I never used to read on that. I told you in another video, in my tariffs video, that I was going to look at some things that I never used to. I want to look at his health. I want to see how long do we need to deal with him, because I have some thoughts, but I probably can't say them on YouTube. Okay. I also want to look at, I call him Husk, Leon Husk. Let's see how long he's going to be there. He had a 130-day term and some other little things about him. So I'm going to put those together. I was going to do them separately, but I think together because they seem to be weirdly attached at the hip. So the co-president. So let's do it. So apparently Musk wasn't involved in Signalgate, but that's a shock. Let's talk about Signalgate all the time. All right. Anyway, because he doesn't want us to talk about it. Okay. I've got the camera above still going until the battery dies, and then we have to put another one in, but I think I can do it. All right. Let's look about his health. I know I never used to read on it, but things have changed, y'all, and we're going to. All right, let's look at his health. All right, not going to use that. We're going to cards. I want to go with. All right, I'm going to go with the regular, just because we're talking about what's his face. I'm not going to get into any super special kind of cards for this. All right, what is his health looking like? Because he drags his leg all the time. We don't know what that is. Supposedly he's got some kind of dementia. He never really does seem to know where he is. He wanders off like he did at his crazy tariff thing, and they had to bring him back up again because he didn't know what was going on. I don't know. And I hate to say that in that sense. And I need to, just because, my mother is in her 80s and my stepfather is a lot older too, and he does actually have some trouble at the moment. So I do want to make sure, I don't mean to be unkind, but when it comes to this guy, he is so nasty to everyone else that I do not have any empathy or sympathy for him. And they've ruined people I was working with for years. They've ruined their lives. This past week, I retired before I could be riffed. I wasn't sure. I had a feeling. Even though we were not duplicating anything, we were one of a kind office. But that's fine. Okay. So I just am not going to be generous or give any grace to Trump. So if you want me to do that, please, you don't have to watch the video. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm mad. I had to deal with it his 1.0 version, and it was awful. It wasn't as bad as this, but I don't have any room in my heart. None. All right, so let's look at this guy. So what's his state of play? Like, is he going to deal with any setbacks? So I don't know. For me, I don't know. My spidey sense says one thing. I hate using spidey sense. I actually hate spiders. It's the irony of it. I'm bringing that up all the time. I can't stand spiders. All right. It's like the bane of my existence. It's a spider. Okay. Judgment. Okay. So this is interesting. Excuse me. We have the judgment card. So for him, I know he's escaped judgment a lot, except for that one case because, we know that he is a 34 count guilty felon criminal that's in the White House. All right. He's a criminal. He belongs behind bars, but there we are. Okay. For entertainment purposes only. But I don't care. All right. Anyway. So judgment. So yeah, he's going to be feeling it still. He's trying to avoid judgment, basically. And I think it has affected his health a bit. So he's slowed down. He looks a little bit more tired. Oh, darn. Page of Pentacles. Now, right side up, it's more like some good news or somebody's, what's going on here. So he's like holding his money, checking out all his good fortune, right? This way, he's about to lose that. It's about to fall out of his hands. He's going to get hit by some water. It's going to make him all wet because the water's right here. I'm in a mood. I don't care. It's going to be different to today's readings. Just telling you. I'm just in a mood. All right. But in the present situation, we have 10 of Swords. So there are setbacks happening. And he's actually less confident than he was the first time, although he does really feel emboldened. And he's happy that he's taken the place of Biden, really. He's in Biden's seat. It's kind of what I'm getting. And there is a sense, sorry, my window's open, so you might be hearing sirens. Hopefully nothing happened up there on the street because the town center is not far from my house. And I know it was taking place up there and people were beeping coming through. So hopefully everything's all right. Hopefully nobody's having any problems. Okay. So we have the Star. So it's kind of this hope situation. Like he hopes he can get through, I don't know, these next few years. I think there might be some concern with the Six of Pentacles reversed. Like all the stuff he's trying to do with the haves and have-nots, but reversed, just like it's kind of not, this plan isn't going as well. He's going to have a lot of setbacks. And it's no, this isn't hope. This is, well, for us, the light is being shined on everything that's going on or shown. I need to check that grammar situation there. I got to fix. Okay. But we do have a pause. Like he is going to slow down a bit. He's going to start slowing down. And I'm not really sure how to read on health. So this is kind of new for me. The Emperor, Victory, Queen of Swords reversed. Well, they might try to hide his health. They're going to try to hide it. He's not going to let us see it. So this is not truth. This is reversed. So I feel like they're just going to be lying to us. What else is new? So, excuse me. I'm like having some issues here. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like he's doing some stuff. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, I want to know how long we're going to need to put up with him. Right? And I'm going to use the cards that never lie to me. Let's use these. I think this is the regular deck. I had a personal version. If they're soft, they're the regular one. I don't think they are. Okay. All right. So I want to see how long do we need to deal with him being there? I mean, it feels like something could give. Something could. But is it going to be a long time? How long do we have to put up with him? And will it be for the next 4 years? Because I have thoughts on that. But again, there's some things I can't say because I will get booted. So I just don't want to go there. Use your imagination. But I want to leave that alone for this reading because I don't want to get into that. That's not a good place to be. All right, everybody's reversed, which means let me look. Do I want to keep it this way? I do. All right, I want to keep this way. I'm not going to flip those over. I'm going to leave them as they are. All right, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, normally this is a lot of abundance, a lot of money, family kind of situation. You'll notice that he doesn't have everybody in the White House like he did last time. We don't have Ivanka. We don't have Jared. They're not there. So, and Melania's not there. So she doesn't want to be in the White House. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to either with that. But we have the King of Pentacles reversed also. So this is an influence card, but it's going the opposite direction. So for me, it's not influential. He's being so crazy right now. Turn this down. I mean, he's really being crazy. And with all these things that he's doing and flouting the Constitution and just all of this stuff, this just can't last. It just can't. And the 6 of Wands is reversed. And this is also normally success. So this is not successful. It's less than that. He's going to start feeling it because like we're dealing with today, we have the pushback, and this is a stability card. He's going to continue with his gaslighting everybody and his and disinformation, trying to keep us confused, trying to lose us or get us to stop worrying about things, but we can't. We have to stay on it. And we need to. I heard somebody say this morning, I was watching another person's video, and he said something that made a lot of sense. And it was that we need to focus on getting him impeached. And I know that right now, that's not possible. It's not, because the House and the Senate are GOP right now. That will not stay that way. But I feel like something is going to give, though. I think this second version of him isn't going over very well, even with the GOP. He's doing a lot of unpopular things for Americans. You're seeing the MAGA FAFO stuff going on. I'm going to say fool around and find out. That's starting to happen. They're regretting their votes, and they're vocal about it. Oh, so I don't know what's going to happen. Oops. Okay. Well, all right. Everybody's reversed. Well, no, they're not, just this one and this one. Okay. So my clarifier on this is to what we're going to see. 2 of Pentacles here. So he's already not doing things very well. There's no balance in what he's doing, right? With the 2 of Pentacles reversed, we're going the opposite direction. It's a mess. It's a real mess. And it's really causing a lot of pain. It's doing a lot. Yeah, I'm going to break this video up. I'm going to do the Leon Husk in a separate video. So I'll change the title here. But yeah, so we do have a lot of work being done here with the 8 of Pentacles. So it's just kind of like there's a lot of work being done to try to remove him, and people are trying to figure it out. The Democrats are working on it, and hopefully they get somebody, but it's being formulated because everything's so bizarre right now. And we've never seen anything like this in this country, but we are still dealing with him. Now, with the 7 of Pentacles reversed, we are dealing with, it's like everything that's been built is coming apart. It's falling apart. It's being lost. And I did talk about stability card here, but that right there at the end is like, we Americans like stability, and the rest of the world likes to see us stable. And right now we're not, and they're abandoning us. So we are losing. And I don't blame them, because right now we're not where we should be. And that's another thing that is going to work against him, because Americans don't like to be the bad guy. We are not the bad guy. He's the bad guy, but we, the people, are not. We are not for this. Ace of Pentacles. That is the most successful. This could be read two ways. He could either be successful or we could. So I'm going to clarify it. Who's going to be successful in this? Because that to me is not giving me a solid feel. Moving on. Okay, there's a journey. Okay, we're going to be successful. All right. He's going to be moved on. I don't know. For me, there's a possibility of certain things that could happen. There could be the moment where they wake up on the Hill and realize that the country's tanked and that he could be stood up to. He can be stood up to. We can stand up to this guy. He's just a bully. He backs down when he gets pushed. If people push back, he will back down. He won't like it, but he'll back down. He's a coward. He's a coward. And we do not have to put up with this. This is America. We don't like to be ruled, right? You guys don't want to be ruled by a king. I know I don't. My ancestors left England because they didn't want to be ruled by a king. They didn't want to be ruled. I don't think so. So, yeah, no. So I think we have to hold on. We have to stick with it, and we can't give up, and we can't let him win. And it's when we give up and we, capitulate, we give in to the fear, then he wins. But it's not over yet. It's not over yet. He hasn't won yet. He's doing damage, but we're going to fight back. All right, everybody. I'm breaking this one up now. This is just the Trump video. And we are going to put the Musk Tesla into a different video, 17 minutes long. So we're going to cut it here, and I'll catch you in the next one. And make sure that you like and subscribe and comment below. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye.